Hello everybody. We received a pretty good rainfall last night on the garden. Everything's looking really good this morning. Just a couple of days away from really starting to significantly get some harvest out of our garden. I figured I'd show y'all around this morning. As you can see there in the garden, we got a pretty good soaker last night. The squash and cucumbers all looking pretty good this morning. Onions I'm a little worried about. We had a storm come through last weekend that kind of laid some of them over. It may just be about time for them to come out. Here's a row of Roma 2 green beans. It's a flat Italian potted variety. And to the right are bell peppers. Here we have a row of zucchini and a row of okra there to the right. The squash and the wicking tubs are starting to put on some squash. Tomatoes along the back fence here are all looking really good. The squash and the peppers here we've got tucked over in this corner is really looking good. I think they're really enjoying this little bit of shade over here. Got some tomatoes coming up here volunteer. Been really busy the last week or so setting up this hydroponic system here in the greenhouse. Got the Dutch bucket system here set up on the south wall. And I've got a rail system here that I'll be bringing on board today. Got a couple of rain gutter cracky system that I've got set up here. So far I've been really pleased with the outcome. I'm only a week into this, but everything's looking pretty good. There's some rosemary cuttings there that I took off of one of the plants we have here on the property. Wanted to kind of get an idea how they had root in this, and they've done really well. They've here in the greenhouse are doing really well. I'm kind of doing an experiment this year and seeing what all I can grow in here in the summertime. Try to utilize this space best I can. Typically in the summer I just kind of let this thing set because it gets so hot in here. But I have installed a shade cloth this year, so I'm looking forward to seeing my results. Kind of behind on getting lettuce put in here, but I'm going to try it anyways. We'll see what happens. Tomato here that has been growing in the greenhouse now since October. Hasn't put on a lot of blooms and hasn't put on a lot of tomatoes for me, but the ones that it is putting on is pretty good size. Tomatoes here in this area are starting to set fruit for us. Have some more squash and peppers over here, and the squash is just starting to put on its fruit. Looks like our grapes are not going to disappoint us again this year. This is a golden zucchini variety. Never tried this variety. We're going to see what it's like this year. Just getting our sweet potatoes put in. Got 2 rows. I've got about 3 more rows to go. Got some cilantro growing tucked in that corner over there. Got our corn side dressed yesterday and healed up before the rain came in. You can see there I'm still holding just a little bit of water in that spot. Green beans are all doing pretty good. Funny thing about my green beans this year, all 4 rows planted at the same time. The row to the left has almost had 100% germination, and the other 3 rows has been kind of spotty and sporadic. Not sure what's going on there. Got a row of tomatoes here that I hadn't talked a whole lot about, and probably will do another video kind of explaining my thoughts and theories on what's going on here. As you might can tell there, the leaves are curling, and I've never seen this on my property. I've never seen a tomato do this before, so I've done quite a bit of research on it, and what I think is going on I think I've got herbicide damage. I'm going to leave these here a couple of more weeks. They're still growing. The ones on the end actually seem like they're kind of recovering from it somewhat, but these things don't start producing pretty soon. I'm going to rip them out and put something else here. My wife's little herb garden here is doing really well. Looks like something's been nipping on our basil plant pretty good. Got some oregano in that corner, sage across the front here, and then some thyme right here. Cantaloupe and watermelon patch is doing pretty good. This time of year it's real slow go when we have cool weather, and we've had temperatures down in the nights. I've been getting down in the upper 40s, which is a little cool for some of this stuff. As soon as that heat takes off and we get those nighttime temperatures up around 70, this stuff will really start taking off. Got a crawdad here that's taking up this corner of my garden. Kind of aggravating. I have to avoid him when I mow and till and all that good stuff, but the kids kind of enjoy coming out and seeing him. He'll come up and poke his head out every once in a while. Got I think that's a 30-gallon tote there that's full of dill, and then we've got a little cucumber that's coming out of it. Here's the west side of the chicken tunnel. Goes all the way across the back of the property, up the side fence, and then in up underneath the kids' trampoline. What are y'all standing here for? Y'all get out and play. A couple more pots here. We've got some stuff kind of tucked in this corner over here. A couple more tomatoes we've got here. I'm just going to let kind of trail out of those containers. Not worry about staking them, anything like that. This little garden here is really growed up for us. Pole beans are really putting off their runners. Won't be long. I'm really curious this year to see how the pole beans do against the bush beans. Boy, it must be nice. Just sit around all day. Really excited to see how the hydroponics comes out for us this year. Something that's been on my bucket list for years and years. I've just never pulled the plug, I guess, and dove head first into it. What I'm doing this year pretty much is I've done a lot of research, watched a lot of other videos, and I'm going to try just about everything that's out there and see what works for me in my climate with the time that I have, and go from there. I'll keep you guys updated, and appreciate you watching the videos. Until next time, we'll see y'all later.